to ask you a technical question. Where is Vrindavan actually? Because sometimes we talk about Vrindavan Parikrama, where we circumambulate the main Goswami temples. Then we talk about the forest of Vrindavan, which is one of the 12 forests. Then sometimes the whole of Brajamandal is called Vrindavan. And then sometimes we say Vrindavan is a state of consciousness. You said it's not a physical space. So what is actually Vrindavan? Is it all of these? Is it one of these? Is it...
Actually, the word Vrindavan in its essence is used in many ways for expressing one common thing. Vrindavan is the land of Krishna, where Krishna performed his pastimes. Before going into the depth of Vrindavan's understanding, I want to explain you about the whole area, the whole place where Krishna performed his pastimes 5,000 years before is known as Braj. And the whole area of Braj is spread about 84 miles length and breadth. The 84-mile space is known as Braj. And inside Braj, there are different forests and different sub-forests. There are prominently 12 forests, which are, out of them, 6 are located on the eastern bank of Yamuna and 6 are located on the western bank of Yamuna. And Sri Vrindavan is one of the prime forests out of those 12 forests. Apart from those 12 forests, there are 12 sub-forests like Kokilvan, Gehvarvan, Pishavan. So these are different sub-forests. There are also 56 kunjas, there are 56 Rasasthalis, there are 12 Maharas Sthalis. So there are different places in the whole area of Braj. But Vrindavan is one of the prime forests where Krishna performs his pastime. Apart from that, Krishna did not live inside a forest, inside a secluded forest. He lived in a village area. Krishna was born into the jail of Kamsa. Then he was brought from Mathura to Gokul, to the village of Gokul, which is just on the other side of Mathura, on the side of Yamuna is Gokul. And Krishna, along with Nanda Maharaj in the whole village of Brajabasis, he lived there for 2 years and 3 days. And he lived there, and when the demons of Kamsa started disturbing them, the whole village of Gokul, they wanted to find a different place where they are protected. So they shifted from Gokul, from the village of Gokul, to the area where we are sitting now, to the village of Nandagram. And today Nandagram is 56 kilometers, about 56 kilometers away from Mathura. Many devotees understand that Krishna came from the village of Gokul to Vrindavan. And Vrindavan is just 10 kilometers away, almost the same in distance away from Mathura as Gokul is. So Krishna shifted from the village of Gokul not to Vrindavan, but he shifted himself to the village of Nandagram. On this hill, the place where we are sitting now is Nanda Bhavan, the same space where the house of Nanda Maharaj was. So here he lived. From here he went to Vrindavan, from here he went to Govardhan, from here he went to Bahulavan, from here he went to different places to perform his pastimes. According to Sri Narayana Bhatta Goswami, Narayana Bhatta Goswami was a great sadhu in Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, and he is said to be Braj Acharya, who had immense knowledge about Braj. He says that there are, inside the space of Braj, there are different places. He says there is one Vrindavan, there is the forest of Vrindavan, there is Adi Vrindavan. Adi Vrindavan means, Adi means old, the old area of Vrindavan, which still looks like the old area of Vrindavan. That area is the area of Kamyavan. Then he quotes that there is also Nij Vrindavan. Nij means close area of Vrindavan. Nij Vrindavan is the space, Nija Vrindavanam yatra Nand Vrashbhanu Graham tatra. Nij Vrindavan is the space where the house of Nanda and Vrashbhanu Maharaj is, which means Nij Vrindavan is the area where house of Nanda Maharaj is there in Nandagram, and where Barsana is there, where the house of Brashbhanu Maharaj is there. And there is a specific sub-forest near those two villages. Near Nandagram is the forest area known as Khadirvan, and near Barsana is the forest area known as Gehvarvan. So this is Nij Vrindavan area according to him. Then there is area known as Madhya Vrindavan. Madhya means central area of Vrindavan, central area of Braj, which is the area of Govardhan hill. As Govardhan is said to be the center area of the whole Vrindavan, the whole Braj area. And Govardhan area is also said to be like the heart of Braj. For example, if the whole area of Braj is like a body of a person, the area of Govardhan is like the heart, the central heart of the person. So Vrindavan is quoted as the forest of Vrindavan, but in today's modern times or in these recent times, Vrindavan has been preached or has been expressed or used as a word which is collaborative of the whole space, the whole area of Braj where Krishna performed his pastimes. When the great grandson of Krishna, Shri Vajranabh, when Krishna left this world, although Krishna never leaves the area of Vrindavan, but in his physical appearance when he went away from this forest area of Braj, the great grandson of Krishna wanted to re-establish the legacy of his great grandfather. So he wanted to re-establish the places where his great grandfather performed pastimes. So at that point of time, he had a consultation with Shandila Muni, who was a contemporary of Krishna, who was like a family priest of Krishna himself. So Shandila Muni asked him to re-establish the prominent villages where Krishna lived or performed pastimes. It is mentioned in the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam in Skanda Purana. In Skanda Purana, there is Shri Bhagavat Mahatmya, or the glorification of Bhagavat Mahatmya, where there is this beautiful conversation between Shandila Muni, Parikshit Maharaj and Shri Vajranabh. And when Shri Vajranabh is asking Shandila Muni that how do I recognize the places where my great grandfather had done Leelas. So Shandila Muni asked him to re-establish those villages. And at that point of time, 5,000 years before, Vajranabh re-established some of the prominent villages. The villages were Govardhane. The village of Govardhan was re-inhabited by him. Dirghapure, the village is known as Deeg today, which is near Govardhan, 20 kilometers from Govardhan. Govardhane, Dirghapure, Mathurayam Mahavane. He re-established or re-inhabited the city of Mathura and the area of Gokul and Mahavan. Nandigrame Brahatsanu, the village of Nandagram, was re-inhabited by him. Brahatsanu means the village of Barsana was re-inhabited by Shri Vajranabh. Karyam Rajya Stithistwaya, that you re-inhabited these villages because here Krishna performed his pastimes, here he lived. He could have told him you re-inhabited Vrindavan, but at the time of Krishna, Vrindavan was a forest, and at that point of time also Vrindavan was the forest. So Krishna lived in these villages, in this village of Nandagram, in Barsana, in Govardhan, in Mathura, and Vrindavan, which is up till today Vrindavan, where everyone comes, where so many pilgrims are coming, that was a big forest where Krishna performed several pastimes. So this is something about the general understanding of Vrindavan or Braj. Braj is including Vrindavan in itself. So Vrindavan is a part of Braj. So Braj is a bigger understanding of the area of Vrindavan.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. This was so comprehensive. So thank you everyone for being with us. We're continuing on.